Yo, what's up everybody? It's Adrian with Tris Toys, and I'm back again with another video. And this time, this is probably my favorite Batmobile that McFarlane has come out with. And this is the Batman Beyond Batmobile. And I was totally in love with it when I first saw it. I was like, yeah, gotta get it. I wasn't thinking about really upgrading it because I'm gonna be honest, this thing is beautiful as is. If you don't upgrade this thing or, you know, do any kind of customs to it, it's a fantastic vehicle already. It doesn't really require that. But I did, you know, kind of want to step it up just a little bit, and so I came up with a few things I want to do. Not too much, but you know, things that I want to do. The first thing was absolutely the headlights and this little Knight Rider effect. As soon as I saw the Batmobile, I was like, yo, it's black and red, and the Knight Rider effect would just set off that whole sci-fi look to this Batmobile. I mean, we really don't have any references to what this Batmobile would look like. I think there was just one that I saw online, so I kind of felt like I could go off a little bit, and the Knight Rider effect was the first thing that was just like, yeah, this would set it off. Like a nice scanner up front. You know, there's no turbine or anything like the other Batmobile, so I needed something up front to kind of show off, and that was it. The headlights, I wanted them to look very postmodern, very futuristic, and so I went with this sort of frosted lens, ice blue rectangular headlight, and it just really matched the body with the curvature, and it really set it off and helped it to sort of elevate and maintain that futuristic look. The second thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to make sure that the stock lights from McFarlane could actually stay on. When you press the back, you know, the lights come on and then they flash and then they go off, and I can't get jiggy with that. Like, I want my lights to stay on because I want to admire the vehicle. So I went ahead and opened it up, rewired it so that the lights could stay on. I rewired it to a different switch, so now when I turn the switch on the bottom left of the vehicle, all the stock lights stay on. The speaker is unaffected, so I can still hit the back button a few times until it actually turns on, and those sound effects are still there. Now, when I did rewire the stock lights, they all went to a different switch, but they stayed connected to the stock battery pack that I think it's 3 AAA batteries. But for the lights and the other effects that I put in this customized, I used this 9-volt battery that I found on Amazon by Just Pal. The great thing about this 9-volt battery is that it is rechargeable, and I don't have to actually take it out of the housing. I can just recharge it by plugging in a USB-C cable. So I jumped at the opportunity. I thought it was dope, and it's a darker battery, so it kind of blends into the body, and so I went for that, and it turned out great. I was thinking about doing some effects on the back vent exhaust, but I really dug the way McFarlane did it. I like the way it looked. I didn't think it required any other lights back there, any effects, so I left that alone. The final customization on this particular Batmobile, I gotta give credit where credit is due, and that is to my best friend of nearly my entire life, Kevin Fuentes. You can find him here on YouTube under El Bongocero, and he does a lot of reviews right now. He's still building up his channel, but he's very imaginative and very creative, and he found these atomizers for diffusers on Amazon, and so I got them. I got like a 6-pack for like $12. So I was like, all right, well, let me see what I can do. And once I plugged it in, I was like, yo, this is a game changer right here. I had to have it. So instantly I was like, okay, I gotta do some sort of vertical thruster, right? So I drilled a hole, inserted the atomizer from the bottom into the actual Batmobile, and then I mounted a couple of LED lights right next to it so that when I turn on the actual mister, it actually looks like this is some, you know, powerful thrust coming from inside of it. Now, my only question was like, okay, so how am I going to reinsert this sponge that holds the water when it's all dry, right? And so what I had to do was I had to cut out the seat from the inside of the cockpit, and then I had to remove that and drill a hole so that I can reach into where the actual atomizer was. The great thing about it was that I was able to put a magnet on the back of the red transparency part, put a magnet on my seat, and so whenever I need to take it out, it's not screwed in, but it is magnetized, so it just snaps right back into place, and you don't even notice anything's there until you pull it out. This was absolutely my most creative endeavor that I've done with these Batmobiles, but this one was definitely my favorite. It's the coolest one. I have not stopped looking at this thing. So yeah, man, this was dope, man. I had a really good time customizing this one, even with the little bits I did to it. I just feel like it sets it off. And like I said, McFarlane did a great job. Kudos to McFarlane with just out the box, man. Again, you don't have to really upgrade this thing. It's awesome out the box. I just want them to keep the lights on, bro. Anyway, if you like what you saw, man, hit that like button. You know, maybe consider subscribing. I hope you found some inspiration in this. If you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments below. Until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.